A senior citizen went and purchased a cartridge, and here it is, a Hewlett-Packard printer cartridge, and they purchased it at Target. They got home only to find, as Kristine, like the flight attendant, is showing, inside was a cheap little USB that conveniently weighed the same amount as the printer cartridge. This is the first indication that we're dealing with a scam. Now, when she returned it to Target and said at the customer service desk, I bought this and it was filled with something that wasn't what I bought, I just would like to exchange and get the proper cartridge. The woman said, I'm sorry, there's nothing we can do for you. It's open. Well, of course it's open. It was open before I left the store. She asked for the manager. The manager came in and said, there's nothing we can do for you. Contact Hewlett-Packard. To me, that is disgusting. I can't believe it.
Yeah, I think this was definitely re-glued, too.
And it was re-glued, yeah. There's no doubt. There's some crook out there that did this. But instead of assuming the responsibility, because ultimately it's Target's responsibility to prevent people from stealing from them, they're passing on their loss to a poor senior citizen who's stuck with her $37 box and this $1.99 USB hub that she doesn't need. Kristine just got off the phone with the corporate at Target because she's all about giving everybody their fair share and side of the story. And how did that go, Kristine?
It didn't really go very well.
It did not go well.
So I talked to the first customer service representative who just didn't even want to handle it and sent me to the second, theoretically higher up customer service manager, I thought, who listened to the whole story and basically was like, well, what do you want us to do? And I said, well, let me re-explain why I'm calling. I'm calling because we want to give you the chance to respond and, right or wrong here. And if it is indeed the policy of Target to, decline the return, we just want to know, what that policy is. I'll be happy to send you the receipt. And so she didn't want to give me information because I wasn't the customer. I was a reporter. It's number one. Number two, she took
otherwise known as the devil, probably.
Right.
Yeah. Right?
No, that's me this morning, apparently.
Yeah, that is you.
Number two, she said, her return was declined. So
policy.
And I said,
I can't imagine the store would
I said, so you're saying you're not standing behind the product that your store sold? And she said, well, you know what? Let me take your information and I will have someone get back to you.
So it's back up in limbo.
And she said, blame HP.
Well, here's the thing, though, that's interesting is that...
And HP's going to say, hey, we gave it to you. You allowed somebody. You apparently took it back when it was a tampered product. That's not our fault.
When's the last time that that ownership, that ink cartridge had any ownership from Hewlett-Packard? It had to have been in a factory and then a wholesaler.
And there's no way this came from Hewlett-Packard because it was ripped open.
Right.
Clearly this was done probably by some piece of garbage that returned it and got away with it because it was the same weight.
So when this person was at the store, they were told, basically, we can't do anything. You're going to have to take this up with Hewlett-Packard. But when you were on the phone, it seemed like they do have a return policy, and they said that the return was declined.
Declined because it was open.
But
so I suggest if you're going to Target today, open up everything right on the conveyor belt. Don't leave that store until you open up every product and make sure your Tide is in there. Make sure your underwear in the little package, all
right
5
size.
pairs. I wouldn't mess around. I wouldn't take a chance because if
Especially
it's
if you're
open,
buying
you're screwed.
potato chips and popcorn.
That's right. Open the potato chips.
You may want to taste that. Make sure
Open
that they're good.
everything. Yeah. Unbelievable. I can't even believe with a straight face they can speak to us this way.
If it was actually this unit that she bought, let's say she needed a
USB hub.
Right? I mean, it's only $2 and you're out $2 or $4 or whatever.
This was
is
$37.
$40.
Yep. All right, I want to move along on these calls here. I've got a bunch waiting. William on the line, and we're talking fireworks, William. Good morning.
Good morning.
What do you think?
I just wanted to comment on the priority of our elected officials. The sparklers, I always thought that they were legal in New York State. Maybe it changed sometime along the way, but I know if something happened where somebody with a sparkler got burned, you'd probably be charged with probably possession of illegal fireworks or something. But you can kill yourself on heroin. And
okay,
they will not charge you with illegal drug possession. So, the priority is
on the not charging on that is I'm all for that because what they're trying to do is to is to have, because people weren't calling 911 because they were afraid they were going to get arrested. So for that, I understand.
Their friend is
if
sitting
you're
there
the
dying.
one we want to go after is find out, keep this person alive so we can find out the scumbag that sold it to him so we can get that person. I mean, but you know, you're right. We're wasting our time on fireworks when people are dying of heroin. Okay, point well taken, William.
Okay.
All right,
Have a good day.
Okay, you too. Tammy is on, and Tammy is from Majestic Fireworks in Clinton. Good morning, Tammy.
Good morning.
So obviously, you're disappointed in the county executive's veto.
Yes, I am. But you know, I'm disappointed in the education that we don't have on this. I'm hearing metal sparklers. I'm hearing rockets, and it is written in the law. There is no rockets. There's no bottle rockets. There's no Roman candles. There's no metal sparklers, and that's one of my biggest is metal sparklers. They are not legal. And at this point, we are not legal in Oneida County. But what we're saying is, hey, we're not going to open this up. So it's encouraging our citizens to either go to Madison, Herkimer, or to Pennsylvania, where Pennsylvania does not sell what we are legally selling in other counties.
Yeah, Pennsylvania, you can buy everything, right? Pretty much.
And bring that back, which is even worse.
Right. Tammy, it does seem, however, that the legislature has the number of votes to override the county executive's veto. It seems like this is bound for legalization, to be honest.
I hope it is.
Yeah.
And, you know, we have until May 31st, and I hope everyone comes out and votes their opinion on this. And as a community, we either need to, we need to let them know how we feel about this. And I know there's a lot of people, but I also offer for Brian McQueen and Kevin Revere and any heads of the fire departments, we are willing between now and then to educate you on what is legal and what is not legal.
How about if we get you into studio next week and you can educate us? I'd love to do that.
Let's
do a live in-studio
demonstration. All the stuff I can bring.
All right, beautiful. Sit tight.
And not get arrested.
I'm going to give it to Andrew, and
that's illegal.
We're going to hook you up there. All right, Andrew.
Nice fireworks show out back.
Okay, I like it. All right, I'm going to do one more call as I'm going over to WIBX Utica Rome. Joan has been waiting in Westmoreland. I want to get her in, and that'll be the final word. Good morning, Joan. What do you think here?
Good morning. I think it's a great idea to legalize the fireworks. I can give you a little short story. A couple of years, my husband and his friends went to PA and bought fireworks, stupidly. Brought them back, and it was terrible. Last year, we went into this little store that was in Oneida, and we bought, merchandise there.
Yeah.
And what a difference. It was, the kids enjoyed it. It was just so much better. And it was so much safer.
So obviously you believe that what they're legalizing, it's not dangerous or as dangerous, and it's regulated, and you're all for it.
Right. The things that he brought back were like rockets.
It's
you know
terrible.
what I mean?
Yeah, these guys, and they're lighting them off, and nobody knows what they're doing. It's really bad.
They don't know where they're going.
Yeah.
This
All right.
stuff was so contained and wonderful.
Beautiful. Joan, thank you so much. I appreciate the call. Have a great weekend, okay?
Thank you.
And I am out of time. I got to go. But listen, I want to tell you, we're in Myrtle Beach, and we're on the ocean this was last year during 4th of July, and our hotel was overlooking the ocean, where everything is legal there. The bottle rockets, the big ones, these freaking people were setting off fireworks. They're going into people's camps. They're going inside the hotels. I'm surprised more people aren't dying in South Carolina. It is unbelievable. But it's all legal there. Anything flies, and it flies right into the little kids. It's unbelievable. All right, got to go. WIBX Utica Rome. It's 9 o'clock.